make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year afford to spend $15,000 a year on childcare or even more. And the result of that is that, according to a recent survey, 40% of parents in America have gone into debt due to the cost of childcare, and nearly 30% have had to make unacceptable choices of paying for childcare or paying their rent or mortgage. In other words, you want to have a kid in America and you're working class? Well, we're going to make you pay for that.
The state lawmakers have made a statement about this, saying that they passed the rebate plan in May after several revisions. And the final plan calls for $150 rebates for single people because $350 for married couple is not enough. Some 2 million people of the state are expected to qualify for the one-time payment, and the plan will actually cost the state some $400 million that comes from a $2.8 billion surplus in the Education Trust Fund. The Alabama Department of Revenue will start issuing checks November 30th. In the state of Massachusetts, there is a new program providing rebates for the purchase of lease or lease of light medium and heavy-duty battery vehicles. The program changes includes new rebates for EV vehicles and funds to income-eligible buyers. The rebates are retroactive to November 10th for any income-qualifying resident who purchased new or used electric vehicles on or after that date. The Biden administration has found it challenging to fix this, as student loan policies are in a legal battle. The most recent challenges threaten both student loan forgiveness and changes to the Borrower Defense Student Loan Debt Relief that will make it easier for those defrauded by their colleges to receive forgiveness. Borrowers are having to navigate what the legal developments mean for the loans, while also losing faith in receiving more help from the Biden administration. That to begin with, it all starts in October. The two most recent challenges directly impact borrowers who were defrauded by their institutions and those who have been paying on their loans for more than 20 years. So far, the Education Department said the debt will be canceled for the home borrowers and who have been paying their home on the loans for 20 years. The administration is adjusting how it calculates which payments count in the plan towards student loan relief, with the updated rules allowing more than 800,000 borrowers to get enough credit from the past payments to receive loan forgiveness. The Education Department again pledged to fight the lawsuits and insisted on legal battle. But borrowers are watching news. It's time for more stimulus payments, is what everyone agrees. They see that relief snatched away from them in June when the Supreme Court ruled against Biden's plan to up $10,000 for 45 million borrowers was canceled. While Biden said that the High Court ruling said he's working on a new plan, there are no details set for it. And challenges to the next policy cannot come until it is finalized and made for the months-long negotiation. Biden's new program is called Saving on a Valuable Education Plan. It's one of his few student loan policies that have yet to face a legal challenge. The plan, which was recently launched by the administration, went through negotiating programs, so it's time for Congress to finally approve this.
$1,000 a year if you earn $15 an hour.
And Ali, the price of housing has soared in recent years. You're an average worker. My God, you're paying $1,500 a month to put a roof over your head and your child's head. The price of food.
Virginia need to hurry as the applications can only be filed until November 9. A point to note is that this guaranteed income program is specifically for people in the state of Virginia. The new relief program is going to be sent out based on basic income to hundreds of local families. Now, the mayor of a city in Virginia told reporters, guaranteed income program is a proven tool to help families become stronger and financially stronger footing and take steps to move up the economic ladder. From the total applications, everybody, the program will randomly select residents. The selected people will get $500 a month for 2 years, and authorities expect to first see the guaranteed income stimulus checks from Virginia in 2023. This program is going to cost $3 million, not a lot of money, and the funding for the program just comes from the CARES Act and the Rescue Plan Act. To be eligible for the guaranteed stimulus check, you must be at least 18 years older, and also applicants' annual income should be less than 50% of the area median income. Not only this, but other states and cities are doing the same thing. They're experimenting with this. They're experimenting with similar guaranteed income programs. Richmond, Virginia, for instance, came up with a similar program with just 18 families. New York also did the same thing. For the last 6 months, President Biden has just been talking with his advisors about discussing the gas prices and what needs to happen on this. That's because now single prices rattle consumers as much as the cost of gas, which crept up again to a new high of $5 a gallon in June, as it comes no surprise that soaring gas prices corresponded directly with President Biden's sinking approval rating. Since then, gas prices have fallen by about $1.10. Biden may have helped a little by releasing oil from the strategic reserve, but according to Yahoo News, Biden has largely ignored another important type of fuel: Diesel fuel, which is critical for the production and transportation of many everyday products, is here. Around the same time, gas hit $5 a gallon. Diesel hit $5.81 a gallon. Now gas prices are now 22% below their peak, but diesel is just 8% lower. On a year-over-year basis, gas prices are up 15%, while diesel is up 43%. High diesel prices are a kind of hidden inflation because most consumers never buy stations, but it's possible because efforts to create commissions to examine the programs may move forward as part of a deal, which has set off a vigorous debate. And that would include Social Security pension disability, Medicare Part A, highway trust funds, and things like that. Social Security's trust funds are projected to pay full benefits until 2035, at which point just 80% of the monthly checks will be payable. Because Medicare's Part A trust fund will cover hospital care, it's projected to pay benefits fully until 2028, at which point 90% of benefits will be payable. Because another bill, the Bipartisan Social Security Commission Act, would seek to form a temporary commission to address solvency of the program's funds under the expedited procedures. Whether such committees are going to be necessary to shore up the trust funds is a topic of fierce debate among the experts. But one thing I know for sure is that Joe Biden can do something for the people. He can't get the stimulus out there if he wants to.
Jobs, they're real jobs, man. It means we've created more jobs in 2 years than any presidential term in American history. Not just created, but you created it. You did it. The unemployment rate of 3.4%, as I said, is a 50-year low. 800,000 manufacturing jobs.
She now qualifies for a $1,400 check. With the first 2 rounds of checks, it didn't matter if you were struggling to pay your own way through college, as long as you were claimed as a dependent and were aged 17 to 21, no stimulus for you. Couple of catches. 1, the money goes to mom and dad, not you. And 2, if they earn more than $160,000 a year combined, you still won't qualify.
Everybody, Joe Biden is taking action for the people. He's urging that companies lower their prices for everyday necessities. He also said that for gas and groceries, things need to be cheaper. So, President Biden also is trying to pursue higher taxes on oil companies and their profits, as if the industry giants do not work to cut gas prices. Joe Biden has criticized oil companies that have made record high profits. It comes as consumers struggle to keep up with high gas prices. According to AAA, today the price of a gallon of gas was $3.76, down from a record of over $5 in June, but still higher than a year ago. And when asked about the gas companies, Biden said it's time for these companies to stop their profiteering. If they don't, they're going to pay a higher tax on their excess profits. And right before Election Day, everybody, the White House messaged that it's focused on how Democrats are going to improve the economy and Republicans will make it worse. Inflation and the economy consistently rank at a top issue for voters, and higher gas prices stretch consumer budgets for much of the year. Any